I just wanted to say that because therefore I'll give you 4 issues in this election. I think this election is about economy versus education, and I'll explain. The NDC is making economy the issue. When I interviewed Fifi Kwete yesterday, he said it's an economy election. The MPP in the last 3 months have succeeded in bringing the free SHS as an issue. That's why the NDC even started doing ads to say, we are not cancelling free SHS, we'll make it better. So economy versus education, that's number 1. Number 2, it's urban versus rural. Because if you look at the map behind you, generally, people in rural areas registered more than people in urban areas in terms of percentage growth. The sentiment in urban areas is markedly different. We saw that in the previous polls. So that's the second major issue here. All right. There's also a north versus south issue because, again, the more north you go, the more people are eager to vote. Why? The 2 candidates are from the north. So it seems as if there's going to be a certain outcome in the north that may even defy previous trends. In the south, Ashanti, Greater Accra, Western, you didn't see that much enthusiasm. All right. So you have rural versus urban, north versus south, economy versus education. Some people want to say it's also past versus future, although I'm not really sure the NDC will agree to that, because if you listen to the MPP today, a lot of the presentation was that we are looking to the future. If you go to Mahama, you are going to the past. So that's a bit, but the 3 I've said, almost all the people I've interviewed agree that essentially there's an urban-rural issue going on. There's an education, economy, dynamic playing out. There's also a north-south issue playing out. And those contrasts are very clear for you to see that depending on where this goes. And of course, there's also change versus continuity. That's the big story, right? Do you want more of the same? Which is why the NDC talks, they always talk about Akufo-Addo, Bawumia. So even though Bawumia is the candidate, they want you to know that Akufo-Addo is the guy because what people are feeling is about him. All right? Yeah. So that's the change thing versus the continuity. So I think those are the 4 major issues that have to be resolved to determine the outcome. I can even add a bonus one. Strongholds versus swing regions. Because of the point they made about Ashanti, because if you look at this, everybody's in Ashanti. Why? Because people realize that if there's a massive turnout in the government stronghold, it kind of makes nonsense of a lot of things that happens because the swing regions are quite marginal. So a bonus point would be strongholds versus swing regions and how things pan out. So maybe later on we can show some of that.